Last two. What? Last two. Yo. What up, Shmi and Duz? What up, y'all? If you're new, welcome. If you're turning, what up, though? Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And check out my mixtape, Love&Hiphop, in the description below. But here we go. Another react video. Prince. Before they were dead. Prince Rogers Mills. So yeah, Prince is this nigga's real name. Real quick, for some reason, I don't know, I was just thinking about this video. I just wanted to go on record and say I never thought Prince was gay. I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't think it matters what I thought. But I'm just saying, I personally never thought it. I just thought he was weird and different, but I never thought he was gay. Plus all the women he used to be with, I never thought it was deployed or nothing. Because, and I only say that because I've seen straight men. I mean, just just your average dude be so DL, and it's like, nigga, you gay? Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it. It's crazy, y'all. This world is crazy, man. Check your daddies and your uncles, your stepbrothers. Y'all watch those, your cousins. But let's get into it. I don't know why I said that. It really doesn't matter. R.I.P. Prince. Let's get into it. That's
Before Prince would release his acclaimed album Purple Rain and usher in a new form of artistry and go on to win 7 Grammys, a Golden Globe, and even an Oscar. Before Prince would change his name to a symbol and have people calling him the artist formerly known as Prince.
I had searched deep within my heart and spirit, and I wanted to make a change and move to a new plateau in my life.
Before Prince would take over the Super Bowl halftime show in 2007 in front of 140 million viewers. Before Dave Chappelle and Charlie Murphy would recreate a story of Prince on television.
Prince had on like it was like a Zorro type outfit. Had the ruffles down the front, big perms fluffed out and all that.
Before Prince would get the ultimate payback by using Dave Chappelle's image for his album cover, Breakfast Can Wait.
What am I going to do, sue him for using a picture of me dressed up like it was impossible?
Sadly, Prince was found dead in his home on April 21st, 2016. He was 57 years young. The artist had been battling a nasty flu and he was overworked. On top of this, he also suffered from epileptic seizures throughout his youth. In his later years, he kept pretty quiet, which was in some part due to his religious regulations, being that of a Jehovah's Witness for some time. But back in the 80s and the 90s, this man was on the top of every chart. He was actually the artist responsible for the warning graphics being put on albums after then-Senator Al Gore caught his daughter jamming out to Prince's sexual tunes. This further added to his appeal of pushing boundaries, which in turn made him more and more mainstream, and he was given the job of making the soundtrack for the original Batman film.
Just who do ya trust?
What's going on, guys? My name's Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Prince prior to his passing, here for you on Before They Are Dead. Now, you guys requested this video in abundance, the truth being that I was away at Playlist Live, a YouTube convention, and it's kind of hard to write and host a video when you're at a pool bar. But this news, it is tragic, so I needed time to get it done. Feel free to leave your condolences for the departed in the comments down below. Also, let us know who to document next. Dave Chappelle, it's on its way.
Dave Chappelle is on his way. Oh, he did Robert Williams before
Prince was born Prince Rogers Nelson on June 7th, 1958, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. His parents were John Nelson, a musician whose stage name was Prince Rogers, and Maddie Shaw, a jazz singer who performed with the Prince Rogers Band. Prince grew up with his full sister, Tika Nelson, and 7 other half-siblings. Prince was raised as Seventh-day Adventist, and as a young child, well, he went by the nickname Skipper. He became interested in music at a young age and taught himself how to play the piano, the guitar, and the drums. When he was a child, he suffered from epileptic seizures, and because of that, well, he was teased relentlessly in school. And, well, he was also a little weird.
My mother told me one day I walked into her and said, Mom, I'm not going to be sick anymore. And she said, why? And I said, because an angel told me so.
He learned early on that he was different from his peers, and instead of trying to fit in, he decided he would be as different as possible, and he became a flashy dresser and would go on to stretch both sexual and religious norms. In high school, Prince formed a band known as Grand Central, which would later change its name to that of Champagne. A little trick he would try out years later, but we're not there just yet. Now Prince, he was the frontman of the group and he stood out as the star. It was very clear. Then at the age of 20, he found industry recognition when he was signed alone to Warner Bros. Records. That same year, he dropped his debut album, For You, and followed the next year with Prince. His material, it pushed boundaries of sexual exploration, which likely led to a lot of people asking, is Prince gay? But as Charlie Murphy explains, those were the times.
What was wild was that the guy who looked the most like a bitch was getting all the women.
In 1982, Prince dropped 1999. Why did he title it that? Well, this is a man who's always been ahead of his time. And this found him international success. But what really solidified him as an artist at the top of his game was his 1984 album, Purple Rain. And from that album, we got my favorite Prince song, When Doves Cry.
Thank
Roll
you.
a clip.
Yes, love,
But I
bro.
thought I was the only
I was
one.
gonna get mad if he would have
This is what
said.
it feels like when doves cry.
That was the wrong clip. Editors, let's try it again.
I love this song. I always love this song. I never really liked Purple Rain.
This was the album that resulted in Al Gore getting bent out of shape, and it turns out the music industry, they had to listen to his rules and regulations, and from there on out, well, there would be warning labels on a whole lot of albums. But Prince, he wasn't too upset because he was already starring in a movie. This was also under the title Purple Rain. Now with Prince at the top of the charts, many wanted to know more about the artist and wanted confirmation about his sexuality. He was in an and off again relationship at the time with singer Susanna Melvoin, and that was going on throughout the 80s. But as we learned from Charlie Murphy, Prince, he was certainly a hit with the women. From 1984 up until 2010, Prince would release an album almost each and every year. In 1985, there was Around the World in a Day. In 86, there was Parade. He followed that with Sign of the Times. And in 87, we got Love Sexy. It was in 1988, we got the album I know the most about.
Can you take the cover off?
The Batman soundtrack. It
Oh
actually
my
gave me the
God.
creeps, the music,
Wait a
the Joker,
minute.
Jack Nicholson's
That was
dance
just-
moves. But hey, I was only 4.
What
What do
the
you expect?
Are you serious?
Prince was also a constant figure in pop culture, walking many a runway and gracing the covers of Billboard and Rolling Stone magazine. His longtime pals over at Warner Bros., well, they knew they had picked a winner. They then signed him for a $100 million recording and publishing deal. That was in 1992. The following year, Prince became unhappy with the deal he had just
I
signed.
don't like how
On
he's
top of
looking
that,
at it.
he had a personal awakening, and that's when he decided to change his name to something unpronounceable. The symbol he chose is a fusion of the female and male astrological symbols, which forced everyone to refer to him as, well, whatever they could come up with. Everyone tried their best.
Excuse me, do you mind me asking what you're writing there,
It was on Valentine's Day 1996 that Prince was married for the first time to backup singer and dancer Mae Garcia. Together, the pair welcomed a son who passed away just a week after its birth. Now, this marriage, it only lasted 3 years itself. But Prince would give marriage another go in 2001 to Manuela Testolini, but this would also end in 2006. It was during their marriage that he joined the Jehovah's Witness program, a non-fundamentalist sect of Christianity that believes in heterosexual marriage and a pleasant eternal afterlife.
What if you were a Jehovah's Witness that was merely pretending to be into Christmas, gathering clues and blending in
Childish
to take
Gambino.
down the holidays from within?
Now Prince, he would continue to be known as the artist formerly known as Prince up until 2006. He lived for some time as a bit of a recluse from the public eye, splitting his time between his Minnesota Paisley Park compound and also living in my native Toronto. How do I know this? Well, I worked at a carpet store who had floored his entire house, and he had requested purple shag throughout his entire home. Of course he did. Prince had established himself as a music great, and in 2007 he rocked the world's biggest stage at the Super Bowl halftime show. Previous to this, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and later the Grammy Hall of Fame. Time magazine also ranked him as one of the top 100 most influential people in the world. Prince would continue to drop an album almost each and every year. On top of this, he would also tour, he would mentor other artists, he would work on film projects. There's basically nothing this music genius wouldn't do. It was on April 21st, 2016 that Prince was found dead at his Paisley Park compound in Minnesota. He had collapsed in his elevator. The week prior, his plane made an emergency landing and the singer was hospitalized for what was reported as a severe case of the flu. He continued to perform after being released from the hospital, but something wasn't right and he missed 2 shows. Upon the announcement of his passing, tribute was paid around the world, with many sharing their love, their admiration for the artist and for his work. As for the rest of the story, Well, the rest of the story lives on in his music and his legacy because this is before they were dead. My name's Michael McCrudden, and I've done a whole bunch of before they were dead videos. We did David Bowie as of recent, but there's also Eazy-E, there's also Rob Ford, Robin Williams. There's something for everyone. Be sure to browse around, check out our other series after they're famous and before they're famous. Let's see you guys in another video. And of course, leave your condolences down below.
Dust for Prince. I found Prince. No, fingerprints.
Animaniacs.
I don't think so.
Hell no. Princess and the Animaniacs. But first off, rest in peace, Prince. A couple things. At least from what I thought. You know, could be propaganda. I don't know. You know how word of mouth is. I thought, from what I've heard, you know, I can always just Google it, but I don't feel like it. So I'm just throwing it out there. You know, always correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Prince changed his name because they wouldn't let him use his name. That's why he changed it to the symbol, and you had to refer to him as the artist formerly known as Prince. So I don't know if he got the story right completely. I didn't read his comment section, but you know, of course, people trying to say that's the dragon I'm actually fighting right now. That nigga hard. I'm low level though, bro. Tell me I'm too low level. But people saying Illuminati killed Prince. All I know if it wasn't a flu. Flu don't kill grown people. Stop playing with me, man. And I don't think he had AIDS. So that's usually what you hear when someone got AIDS. Yeah, they died by flu. Alright. So I don't know. All I know is they rushed and cremated the guy. But to be honest, to be completely honest, with all due respect to me and everybody else, it's really none of my business. Really. You know what I mean? It gives us something to talk about, but it's really none of my business. So, I just hope the whole will thing go right. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it won't, because when it comes to money, everybody got their hands out, but their pockets cuffed. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody don't want to give no money, but everybody want money. So I get it, and I heard he had no will, so that's gonna be nasty. Prince sister, if you listening to this, holla at me. You know, a struggling rapper. You know, I could treat you right. You know, maybe show you a different world. You know what I'm saying? You know, be my girl. You know what I'm saying? You know, we could do some things. You know, just let me know. You know, hit me up, slide in my DMs, just leave me a comment in the section below. I respond. So you just hit me up, girl. You already know. You know what I'm saying? You know, you hit me, I'll hit you. You know, you can fly me out there. You know, we can hang out a little bit. You know, just take it slow, one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? I live in Florida. You could come down here. You know, spend a little trip. We could go to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Get your little tan on. You know, last time you seen the sin. Let a real nigga show you what to do. Let me show you what it is now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hit me up. You know, let me know. Yeah. After you settle, you know what y'all gotta settle, hit me up, and then we can, we can take care of that. Alright. So just had to put my bid in. You know, I had to shoot my shot. That's all I really got to say. I never knew. Well, those album covers are wild. I never knew he was putting out an album every year, and I ain't hear not one song ever. And I don't think I'm gonna go look for no songs. I like Dove's Crowd, but that's not even on my phone right now. So, alright, I'm done. I ain't really got nothing else. So your boy Dust gonna go. Show my mixtape. Love&Hiphop. Description below. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. 2 fingers to the side.